Through Parenthood with Martina Bills.
Brought to you by Southern Ohio Medical Center. Very good things are happening here.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. I'm Martina Bills. Thanks so much for joining us here on Journey Through Parenthood on the WSAZ Now desk. Today we're having a little fun with our segment on Journey Through Parenthood with Valentine's Day just a few days away. We're talking about creative ways to say, I love you. And we actually talked to a person with a company that does studies, and they actually were looking into which states are the most affectionate. And you may be surprised at some of the states here in our region and how they show affection.
You know, Valentine's Day approaching, we wanted to learn more about how people express affection for people, both in, written communication, whether it's, like a note, a text message, or, verbally how we express affection. So yeah, we analyzed how people express themselves affectionately throughout the country and found some really positive findings. So West Virginia actually ranked as the fourth most affectionate state in the U.S. And the way we kind of figured that out is we asked people if they expressed affection to someone else on a daily basis. And we found that 74% of West Virginia residents that we surveyed said they do, in fact, share words of affection with, a friend, their partner, their mom, their dog, many different sources daily. So really fun story just in time for Valentine's Day.
It said in the study, emojis even, that kind of like small, little signs throughout the day really have changed over the course. Technology has changed the way people say I love you.
Sure. Yeah. I think traditionally when we think about I love you, a lot of people think about it as like you say it directly to someone that you're with, or, even potentially a phone call for those of us who still get on the phone and call their mom or their dad or people who, are close to them, but don't live physically close to them. But yeah, emojis was another one that wasn't totally surprising, but I think, there's a lot of creative ways that people use these days to use emojis to express their affection to others. That was a really fun one that we found in the study.
Okay, Matt, so talk a little bit about showing affection from people toward people versus pets and what your study found, because it wasn't any surprise to me what I read from your study, but it was kind of interesting because, I mean, if you have a pet, you are not going to be surprised by this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think anyone who has a dog or a cat, it's very easy, especially I think dogs who are, constantly want to come up and greet us at the door. It's really easy to give them a pet or tell them we love them. And yeah, we found that people nationwide said they're more affectionate to their pets than everyone else with the exception of their partners. So we found that 95% of people say they regularly express affection to their partners, which is a great story in itself, but followed by pets at 64%. And then even going further down there may be some people who get upset about this. This was really surprising to me too, that moms actually came third at the list, down at 46%. I feel like, a lot of people, when they think about expressing, affection and love, our mom is one of the first one that comes out. Moms were followed by friends, siblings, and then way down at the bottom of this list was dads at 25%. So dads are kind of getting the short end of the stick when it comes to, telling them that we love them.
Well, I think maybe we need to step up our game here with those dads out there. But I can tell you as a mother myself, that does not surprise me. I feel like I tell between my dog and my child daily. I probably tell them how much I love them countless times, every day, all day. Matt, did anything surprise you in this study that, coming up on Valentine's Day could be a good reminder to people to really just express their feelings in a quick, easy way? It doesn't have to be anything so formal.
Yeah, I definitely think that, what we learned from this is there's so many different ways that people can express their feelings towards another, whether it's, a quick text message, whether it's an emoji that we talked about. It could be something as simple that's nonverbal as smiling at them. I think smiling at someone conveys a strong message of affection. without even saying anything. And then the other thing that surprised me most, kind of going back to what we said about dads. So dads were very low on the list of people saying "I love you" to dads. But what we did find, and this totally shocked me because it's total opposite in my family, we found that dads were 5 times more likely, despite not getting affection, to say "I love you" than moms. So that one totally blew my mind. But I thought was a great story and a nice
Yes.
finding.
And we do know we couldn't survey the pets, but we know they say I love you on unconditionally day in and day out, no matter what. When you leave them home alone while you're at work all day, they still love you. Matt, is there anything else you can think of? I know that, for kids, it's just little tokens like, when they always talk about people's love language. And I know that, buying a gift or sending a text or, sending a gift, and we're talking about Valentine's Day here, it can be an easy way, but it really gets the message across.
Yeah, I think there's tons of easy things that you could do. You mentioned for kids, whether it's, buying them their favorite candy or snack, maybe letting them play video games for an extra hour or stay on their tablet. There's tons of little things that I think that we can do to, express our love towards kids without maybe some of the traditional things that we say, like, "Oh, I love you." It's like, "Oh, mom, you tell me that every day." I know that.
Yeah.
So.
So a lot of good ways to say I love you without actually saying I love you. Maybe use an emoji in a text. One of the things I did before Valentine's Day for my little girl, on her bedroom door each day leading up to Valentine's Day, I cut out paper hearts and I wrote different reasons of things that, why I love her, things that I like about her. She's kind, she's a good friend, she's caring. And then every morning when she gets out of bed, she sees that on her bedroom door. And it's just my way to show my love to her. And, not surprising what Matt said about people showing affection to dogs, because I probably tell my dog that I love her a million times. It's just, I'm a little dog crazy over here. But so funny to see that Kentucky and West Virginia, the top 5 most affectionate states, but our friends in the Buckeye State rank the 7th least affectionate. I don't know if I actually believe that, because I know a lot of people in Ohio who are pretty affectionate. So just some good ways to be able to express your love for your loved ones without actually saying I love you. And I know kids that really do not like to say those words, I love you. So maybe it's just their smile, or maybe their warm hug they give you when you leave for the day, that's their way of saying, I love you, Mom. And the other interesting thing that Matt pointed out in his study, dads tend to say I love you more and not receive the same affection in return. So for all the dads out there, we see you, and hopefully some kids can take a little bit of notes and make sure you feel loved on Valentine's Day. Well, here on Journey Through Parenthood, we always love to hear from you. You can reach out to me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We love to hear ideas of some possible segments we could have here on the WSAZ Now desk. And we are here on Journey Through Parenthood every Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.